Короче, насквозь. РПГ въебало. С той стороны прошло в приборку перед ебалом мехвода, блядь.
On the Pokrovsk front, a Russian-occupied building was completely destroyed. Ukraine's 38th Marine Brigade deployed the Baba Yaga drone, targeting the structure with precision. Inside were 5 Russian soldiers, all neutralized in the strike. This marks another successful operation in the ongoing defense of the Eastern Front. Ukrainian National Guard destroyed a Russian Tor-M2 air defense system in the south. The Russian Tor-M2 is a short-range, all-weather air defense system designed to intercept aircraft, drones, and precision-guided munitions. Despite its advanced capabilities, it has faced significant losses in Ukraine. As of late 2024, open-source intelligence confirms that Russia has lost at least 60 Tor systems, including over 30 of the modern Tor-M2 variant. These losses are attributed to Ukraine's effective use of drones and precision artillery. For instance, Ukrainian forces have employed FPV drones and HIMARS-guided rockets to target and destroy Tor-M2 units in regions like Zaporizhzhia and Kherson. Notably, even the rare Arctic-adapted Tor-M2 DT systems have been neutralized. The degradation of Russia's Tor-M2 fleet undermines its ability to protect frontline troops and critical infrastructure from aerial threats. This shift not only exposes Russian forces to increased drone and missile attacks, but also highlights the evolving dynamics of modern warfare, where agile and cost-effective tactics can challenge traditional air defense systems. With each destroyed Tor-M2, Russia loses not just a multi-million-dollar asset, but also vital short-range air cover. These systems were once key to protecting armored columns and command posts, but now, gaps in air defense are becoming more apparent. Ukraine's growing success against them signals a strategic tilt, as precision strikes and drone warfare continue to erode Russia's battlefield dominance from the sky. Ukrainian loitering munition takes out a Russian Buk M1 air defense system near Verkhny Tokmak southern front. Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Zakharova accused the leaders of France, the UK, and Germany of drug use on her Telegram channel. A Frenchman, an Englishman, and a German got on a train and got high, she wrote, sharing a video where Macron and Merz clear a table. She claims to have spotted cocaine and a pipe. In reality, Macron is only cleaning the table from garbage in front of the cameras. The video shows the President of France, the Prime Minister of Britain, and the Chancellor of Germany. They pushed Zelensky into another diabolical scheme to derail peace efforts and prolong bloodshed in Europe. Like in the old joke, a Frenchman, an Englishman, and a German get on a train and take a hit. Apparently they were so high they forgot to hide their paraphernalia, baggie and spoon, before the journalists showed up. The fate of Europe is being decided by utterly dependent temporary puppets. Incredible footage. It's as if the Almighty himself is lifting the veil on this stinking Sabbath so Prussia for the world to see, so that those with eyes may see. The aftermath of an RPG hit on an M113. The Ukrainian crew was extremely lucky.
Короче, насквозь. РПГ въебало. С той стороны прошло в приборку перед ебалом мехвода, блядь. Полетело в мотор, проебашило мотор. Было возгорание, блядь, откинуло эти все люки нахуй. И эта малая еще приехала, привезла весь экипаж, живые все, самостоятельно домой. Вот такой вот прикол, короче. Вот все обгоревшее и продырявленное. Вот такой фартовый день.
Former National Security Advisor John Bolton thinks Putin might be overplaying his hand with Trump on Ukraine. Says Russia's asking for too much, risking a backlash. Putin's in one of the best spots he'll get, and weirdly not grabbing a ceasefire even though his army desperately needs the break. Russian veterans were solemnly presented with chicken bones, a nearly spoiled soup set, for Victory Day.
Ой, Господи.
The leader of a British-based Russian spy ring, which prosecutors said carried out surveillance for the Kremlin, was sentenced in a London court on Monday to nearly 11 years in jail, as his 5 team members were jailed for a total of about 40 years. Orlan Rusov, 47, pleaded guilty before trial to 1 count of conspiracy to spy for Russia after police found thousands of messages between him and Wirecard fugitive Jan Marsalek, who directed the unit of Bulgarian nationals from overseas. Judge Nicholas Hilliard sentenced Rusov to 10 years and 8 months in prison, telling Rusov that the operations he had directed posed a serious risk to Britain's national security. Rusov is one of 6 Bulgarians convicted over their roles in the team directed by Marsalek to carry out surveillance on journalists, dissidents, and Ukrainian soldiers being trained at a U.S. military base in Germany. 3 of the group were found guilty in March after a trial, while Rusov, his deputy Bizar Jambazov, 44, and a third man, Ivan Stoyanov, 33, pleaded guilty last year. Jambazov was sentenced to 10 years and 2 months, while his former partner Katrin Ivanova, 33, received a sentence of 9 years and 8 months. Vanya Gabarova, 30, was sentenced to 8 years in jail, minus a period of 1 year and 3 months, which she has already spent in custody. Her former partner Tihomir Ivanchev, 39, was sentenced to 8 years. Stoyanov was sentenced to 6 years and 4 months, less time already served. Prosecutors said the unit did not work directly for Russian intelligence and were motivated mostly by money. The Russian embassy in London has not commented on the case, though the Kremlin has always rejected such spying allegations. Relations between Britain and Russia have plunged to post-Cold War lows since the start of the Ukraine war, with Britain accusing Russia of trying to cause mayhem in Europe. Marsalek's lawyer in Germany, where he is wanted as the former chief operating officer of collapsed payments company Wirecard, previously declined to comment. His whereabouts are unknown, but he is believed to be in Russia. Prosecutors said the spy ring's activities posed a serious threat to British national security, while police said the unit had been spying on an almost industrial scale. One of their operations was a plan to intercept mobile phone signals at Patch Barracks, a U.S. base near Stuttgart, where Ukrainian troops were believed to be training to use surface-to-air Patriot missiles, prosecutors added. Much of the case focused on thousands of messages between Marsalek and Rusov, which contained half-baked plans and jokes about Russian operations on British soil, including the 2018 poisoning of Russian double agent Sergei Skripal. In July 2022, Marsalek sent Rusov a selfie of himself dressed in full military combat gear with a Z logo adopted by Russia's military as a symbol of their invasion of Ukraine. The pair repeatedly referred to Russia's GRU military intelligence and other security services, and discussed plans to supply drones to Russia and weapons to Cameroon, as well as speaking of their admiration for Elon Musk. Marsalek and Rusov also discussed organizing an airlift out of Kabul in 2021 as the Taliban seized control of Afghanistan.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.